Brian Lutz here in Southwest Fort Myers at the Harbour community, which is right beside Health Park. I'm going to walk you through the patio restoration process that involves salvaging tile that was separating from the concrete pad as found through the golf ball test. We also updated the hardware, got rid of all that rusty looking junk and put in new nylon lifetime hardware. We did some touch-up painting. Most importantly, we engineered the patio to try to pull the water away and out instead of keeping the water trapped where it was sinking down into the grout and dislodging the tile. Lastly, we painted all three walls to make this patio look excellent, better than it would have when this home was brand new. Let's go. All right, so Hurricane Ian caused some water to dump on this tile, exacerbating the problem. You can see the black lines. That's where the water is seeping into the tile. The customer has the same tile outside as the inside. They want to keep the design consistent, which I highly encourage. So we looked at the different grouts options. Then we started with the tile adhesive. The tiles were actually popping up, tinting, and they're starting to lift. So I went through and knocked on the tiles to find the ones that were failing. Once I found the ones that were failing, I went back through and started inserting glue. Drilling holes and inserting it in one hole and squirting it out the other until it fills up. After you're done, you got to pull off all the excess glue. And in the process, I was using those empty bottles as plugs so the glue stays under there. Another problem is that there's no expansion joints. Expansion joints allow concrete to move. The same way when things get cold, glass will break in the freezer. Same thing can happen with the ceramic tiles. It will start cramming into each other and lifting. So what I did was I installed this empty cavity around the edges, which is basically a foam. Then you put a silicone on top of it to keep the water out. That allows for ever so slight movement of the tile so it doesn't cause itself to dislodge from the surface. All right, so this part I'm blurring out. All the tools we use are proprietary. I import tools from London, Asia, Spain, so we don't want people seeing what we're doing. But we're going to grind your old grout out with a real powerful saw. Old grout is out, we're going to go back through and install the new grout, whether you want like a flex color, or if you want another sanded grout, or if you want a 100% non-porous grout, we can do that. Then I went through and I started cutting out drains to allow the water to drain out. Currently this thing is set up like a shower pan. It just holds all the water. So I had to go through and pull out all the glue and the paint that was keeping the water, preventing it from flowing out. So now we got some nice drains. The customer can sweep to these holes right here, those little drain cavities, and it will just pull the water out so the rain or a water hose can pull it out. After that, I had to go back and cut out all the old crappy looking caulk. There was some loose water stained failing paint, so I scraped that off, sanded it up a little bit. Once I sanded it, put a light coat of paint on there. The customer doesn't want to do a full paint right now, so there was no reason to do that. So just hit it off with a little spray paint after we sanded it down. Looks better. Ugly rusty hardware, that's the worst when people have that on their Lanai. So I went through and I drilled new holes. Where the bolts could be removed, I removed them. Where they wouldn't, I had to actually chisel them out and do some different things. Not easy work, but we went back through with a powerful saw. Then once we got all them ready, we put the hardware in, and the new hardware looks excellent. I'm really happy with that. It's a really high-end product that's very design oriented, gets rid of these nasty rusty looking bolts, and got this nice white looking nylon that will last for as long as this patio lasts. That hardware will be there. Okay, so here's some before and after. Again, this house basically had some failing tile. This was going to have to be either ripped out or reinstalled. Homeowner wanted to keep it, so we went through, we grinded out all the old grout, put down new grout, put down a more stain resistant grout, and it looks excellent. This is Harbour community right beside Health Park Hospital in Fort Myers.